Hello. All right. I want to talk to you about how self acceptance looks in the real world and an example that I have of my own journey. So, when I was in the midst of losing my 170 pounds, was rolling up on the holiday season. I'll never forget this. I was going to Weight Watchers and I was, doing the weekly check-ins and following that program for a little while. And we were coming up on that time of year where they start doing all the, Thanksgiving, create a plate situations and getting you prepared for the holidays. And I still had quite a bit of weight to lose, probably 80, 90 pounds, something in that range. And I had made the decision, because I had become self-aware and self-accepting about the fact that every holiday season for my entire life, I was either doing one of two things. I was over consuming food, holiday food, pretty much, Halloween would roll around. I'd start with candy. It would just escalate. I did baking all month long in November and December to quote unquote give it away, but I ate more than I gave away. I ate all the holiday fare. I typically could gain usually somewhere in the 15-pound ballpark over the holiday season. And I made the decision, because I was accepting of what my reality was, what I normally do, that I wanted to do that holiday season differently. I wanted to put a pause on weight loss, which that was my other reality. If I had been in the mindset of I'm losing weight for real, then over the holidays I was quote unquote dieting and binging. And maybe I didn't gain as much weight, but my mindset was not in a good place. And I was restricting really hard, typically having binge episodes. So those were kind of like my reality. That was the two buckets I would fall into when it came to the holidays. So self-acceptance was realizing that and saying, okay, what could we do differently? Like if we're going to put a plan of action together, knowing that this is how you normally handle holidays, one extreme or the other, right? I'm either dieting hardcore and binging, or I'm overindulging and eating all the foods as if they're going to go out of, as if they're going to go out and be gone for the rest of my life. Amen. I could choose to put the pause on weight loss and focus on this thing called maintenance over the holidays. And I went into one of those meetings at Weight Watchers and I proclaimed that this is what I was going to do. And nobody understood it. Everyone was like, well, wait a minute, you're not at your goal weight. Why are you maintaining? And I said, exactly. I am not at my goal weight. And I'm going to be practicing maintenance because self-acceptance, self-awareness has taught me that if I want this to be different this time, I have to do different actions. So the different actions I chose to do was to decide to take an entire holiday season, November and December, and just maintain my weight. And that is how self-acceptance helps you. Do you notice I didn't settle? It wasn't like, oh, Heather's just going to settle in and still be 80 pounds heavier. Heather's going to just accept she always overeats at the holidays. No. It was, what do I normally do? Self-acceptance, self-awareness. What is it that I need to do differently if I want to start to move myself in a completely different direction, right? That is how you make this work for you. So really what it requires is a dive into your history. Like if you go back through your history, what does it reveal about you? If you're being honest, what do vacations look like? What do holidays look like? How do you treat weekends versus weekdays? How do you consistently meal plan? How do you treat exercise in your journey? Like really dive into that, because your history is going to teach you a lot about what you do. And again, going back to self-acceptance, it's the realization of the things you do well and the things that you could improve upon. It's becoming aware as opposed to, oh, I'm never going to get where I want to be because I suck at this, and every time I try, I fail. Generalizations that do not help you at all. You're not willing to accept yourself. You're not willing to look at yourself differently. When you can do that, you free yourself to do just like what I did, which is I walked in, proclaimed I was doing something that was crazy different, and took action on it. And guess what? Ended up losing the weight. And guess what? Ended up learning how to maintain my weight loss. All of this completely changed with not just that one incident, but many instances like that. But if I wasn't willing to accept myself and say, okay, this is an area I need to improve on, then I would never have changed the trajectory of my life. So I hope this makes sense. I hope you have a better understanding of what self-acceptance looks like. It is not settling, is not giving up. It's actually getting you unstuck from the situation you're currently in. If you like these videos, please like and subscribe, share my videos. I am here to help. And also let me know in the comments how I can better help you, what other videos I could put together for you. You guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon.